Why, hello there YouTube and welcome to a random review. I am Random Ross and today I review The Fantastic Four, First Steps. So, this is written by Josh Friedman, Eric Pearson, Jeff Kaplan, Ian Springer, directed by Matt Shakeman, based on The Fantastic Four by Stan Lee and Jack Kirby, starring Pedro Pascal, Venessa Kirby, Ebon Moss-Bachrach, Joseph Quinn, Julia Garner, Sarah Niles, Mark Gatiss, Natasha, Lyonne, Paul Walter Hauser, and Rafe Ineson. So this is, the fifth film that features the Fantastic Four. We got the unreleased 1994 film that was made but never released. That was a whole rights thing. We got the two movies in the 2000s, 2005 and its 2007 sequel. Then we got that god-awful 2015 one, but I think they've actually cracked it this time. So this is set on Earth 828 in 1964, where it's 4 years after the Fantastic Four became the Fantastic Four, where they're beloved around the world, they protect the world, and then of course Reed and Sue are expecting, but then they also get an unexpected visitor when the Silver Surfer, this time not Quarren Rad, but his wife, Shalabal, it warns Earth that Galactus is coming and he will devour the planet. And of course, the Fantastic Four are not going to let that happen. So they decide to face Galactus, and he says he'll spare the Earth in exchange for their child, Franklin Richards, who is then born in space. And of course, they won't do that, so they hatch a plan to teleport Earth away from Galactus. But then after that backfires and Galactus comes to Earth, they then have a showdown with him in Times Square and find a way to eradicate him from this Earth. Then we get a mid-credit scene, of course. Well, the Fantastic Four save the day, and then of course we get the mid-credit scene which teases... You should know who if you've seen it already. There is an end credit scene, a post-credit scene, where we get the intro to the 1960s cartoon Fantastic Four, and then Herbie switches it off. That's nothing important, but if you want to stick around for that, you can do. But, yeah. Okay, so what did I like about this? Well, first of all, I love that they took this in a different universe, in its own world, and in the 60s. I think this is the most closest to comic book accuracy I've seen the Fantastic Four, and I loved it. I loved their costumes, I loved the visuals on Ben Grimm, the Thing, I loved the 60s retro stuff, I loved the action, the pacing. I love that superhero movies now are learning from this thing where they're not, they're skipping the backstory because we know the backstory. That's what some of the old movies got wrong, dragging it out, the backstory. Like, for example, Spider-Man with the Tom Holland movies, they skipped it because we knew how he became Spider-Man and stuff, and the Batman and Superman recently as well, and and Fantastic Four. I like that they skipped that because we know how they became the Fantastic Four. They were astronauts going into space. They're exposed to a space cloud and gain their abilities, and yeah, they protect the Earth, and I like that. I liked, also the Thing in it, he kind of pretty much accepts himself for what he is, which is a big rock thing. In the comics and many previous adaptations, he's not been proud of what he became, but in this he seems to have fully embraced this, and he is the Thing, but he's also beloved by everyone. We also get the Mole Man in this as well, not as a major villain, probably at the beginning. I mean, we get a quick recap of how they became the Fantastic Four at the beginning, but they don't drag it out. And we get Mole Man featured in this. We get Red Ghost mentioned with his and one of his super apes in there, but no on-screen presence from John Malkovich as the Red Ghost. His scene got cut. I don't know how he feels about that, but yes, we do see the gang, Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards and Venessa Kirby as Sue Storm and Joseph Quinn as Johnny Storm, the Human Torch. They are all so great, and even the guy, Ebon Moss-Bachrach or whatever his name is, as the Thing. He did a great performance, even in all that motion capture, and you could see the characteristics of the Thing. I also thought, the Silver Surfer, even though it gave it a gender change and it not being Conrad, I thought she did good. I thought Julie Garner looked good in the role, and she was quite a sexy Silver Surfer. Yeah, that was a gender change I could that worked. I mean, I would have liked to have seen Conrad, but he'd probably be something like what Doug Jones and Lawrence Fishburne brought in the 2007 film. But nonetheless, I thought Julie Garner did a great job. Also, Ralph Ineson as Galactus. So yeah, we all know in the 2007 movie, Rise of the Silver Surfer, he was nothing but a space cloud, and everybody hated that. And they've definitely made up for it now with giving us the Galactus that we want, and he is big and massive and is played by Ralph Ineson, is that his name? I just know him as that voiceover guy that does the narration for Salvage Hunters, which is a reality antiques documentary show here in the UK. I don't know if you know that, but yeah, he stole it as Galactus. Even though he probably had the least screen time out of everybody, he made what time he had on there count, and it just looked great. Even the little baby as Franklin Richards. Also, the effects on their suits. The suits were all practical. They weren't CGI, except for the Thing. They had to CGI that, of course, obviously. But yeah, I just think Marvel are getting back on it now. But like I say, they didn't get off to the best start with their post-Endgame thing and the multiverse saga, but I think they're getting back up. I'm looking forward to Doomsday when that comes out next year, and of course that's it from Marvel Studios as well this year with their movies. We will have Avengers Doomsday and the next Spider-Man movie coming out, but yeah, I like that mid-credit scene too, thinking, yep, what's to come. I wonder if we'll, well, obviously they'll probably get back to that end credit scene from Thunderbolts as well. But yeah, I'm looking forward to what's to come. The multiverse saga, this is the beginning of the end for it too, as well. The multiverse saga, I believe, will conclude with Avengers in Secret Wars in 2027 when that's out, so 2 more years at least. But yeah, this was as well under 2 hours. Like Marvel movies have been always 2 hours or just over 2 hours or 2.5 hours. I don't think I've seen an MCU movie this short or Marvel Studios movie this short since, I don't know, Ant-Man. That was, I believe, under 2 hours. But yeah, I think they got this one right this time with Fantastic Four. So yeah, I did enjoy it. What am I going to rate this one? You know what? It gets a 4 out of 5 from me. So there you go. There is my review for the Fantastic Four First Steps, one of my anticipated movies of this year. So yeah, have you seen it? What did you think? Did you like it? Did you not like it? Let me know down in the comments below. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up, share with your friends, and feel free to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and to hit that notification bell. I've been Random Ross, and this has been a random review. So until next time, I bid you all a goodbye, friends. Goodbye.